Have you ever jolted awake, heart pounding, after being chased in a dream? Again. That terrifying feeling of running for your life, with something or someone relentlessly pursuing you, is one of the most common and unsettling dreams people experience. If this keeps happening to you, it's easy to start wondering, am I losing my mind? What does this mean? The truth is, you're not crazy, and these dreams aren't just random nightmares meant to scare you. In fact, recurring dreams of being chased carry a powerful hidden message rooted deep in your subconscious, a message about a fear you might not even realize you have. Being chased in a dream taps into one of our most basic survival instincts, the fight or flight response. Your mind is signaling that something in your waking life feels threatening, overwhelming, or out of control. But here's the thing. What's chasing you in the dream isn't always what it seems. Sometimes, the pursuer represents not an external danger, but a part of yourself, an unresolved issue, or a deep emotional wound you've been avoiding. Your subconscious is forcing you to confront this fear in the only way it can, by making you run for your life in your dreams. This video will help you uncover the real meaning behind those chase dreams and why they keep coming back, night after night. We'll explore the hidden fears, internal conflicts, and feelings of powerlessness that fuel these dreams. More importantly, you'll learn how understanding these messages can transform your relationship with fear and help you break free from the cycle of recurring nightmares. So if you're ready to stop running in your dreams and start facing what's chasing you in your waking life, keep watching, because what you discover could change everything. At the heart of every dream where you're being chased lies a primal fear, a fear that taps into your most basic survival instincts. When you're running in a dream, your brain triggers what's called the fight or flight response, the same reaction that would have saved your ancestors from real physical danger. It's a raw, powerful signal that something in your waking life feels threatening or overwhelming. But here's what's fascinating. The thing chasing you in your dreams is rarely just a random figure or a simple monster. More often than not, it symbolizes something deeper, something your conscious mind may be unwilling or unable to face. Think of the pursuer as a symbol rather than a literal enemy. It might represent a feeling of guilt you're running from, a painful memory you haven't processed, or anxiety that you keep pushing aside. Sometimes it's the fear of failure, rejection, or confrontation with difficult truths. Your subconscious crafts this chase to dramatize the emotional or psychological threat you're avoiding. It's not trying to scare you for fun. It's desperately trying to get your attention. This primal fear in the dream reflects real-life situations where you might feel trapped or pressured. Maybe you're avoiding a difficult conversation, running from responsibility, or caught in a cycle of stress that seems impossible to break. The chase is your mind's way of saying, you can't keep running forever. It forces you to face the tension you're holding inside, even if you haven't fully realized it during your waking hours. Understanding this core fear behind chase dreams is the first step toward breaking the cycle. Recognizing that the chase is about something internal, not external, allows you to shift your perspective. Instead of feeling helpless or terrified, you can start exploring what it is you're really running from, and what it might take to stop running and start healing. But that's only the beginning. What you're being chased by might surprise you. The figure chasing you in your dreams is rarely a stranger or a random threat. It often represents something deeply personal, a part of yourself you're avoiding, or an inner conflict you haven't faced. This pursuer might embody guilt, shame, unresolved trauma, or anxiety that you're subconsciously trying to escape. The chase is less about external danger and more about an internal battle playing out in symbolic form. When you run from something in your dream, you're often running from feelings or memories that feel too overwhelming or painful to confront head-on. This internal pursuer can take many shapes. Sometimes it appears as a faceless shadow, a looming presence without clear identity. Other times, it's someone you know, representing a relationship or situation that triggers deep emotional unrest. Whatever form it takes, The chase is a vivid metaphor for your avoidance of difficult truths. Your mind uses this powerful imagery to force you to acknowledge what you've been pushing aside, whether it's a fear of failure, a regret you haven't processed, or emotions you've stuffed deep down. Running away in the dream mirrors your waking life tendency to avoid discomfort. You might be dodging tough conversations, neglecting your mental health, or refusing to make changes you know are necessary. The chase dream exposes this pattern and shows you what happens when avoidance becomes a way of life. You remain trapped in fear, never finding peace. Your subconscious is asking you to stop running, not from an external threat, but from yourself. This understanding shifts how you can approach these dreams. Instead of fearing the pursuer, start to see it as a guide, a symbol pointing to what needs attention. Embracing this internal conflict, though scary, is the key to breaking free from recurring chase dreams. But before that happens, the dream often repeats itself, demanding you listen. Recurring dreams of being chased aren't just random. They happen for a reason, and that reason is usually that your subconscious is trying to get your attention. When the same nightmare repeats night after night, it means there's a core issue in your life or mind that hasn't been resolved, something that keeps pushing itself to the surface because it demands acknowledgement. The repetition is like an alarm bell that won't stop ringing until you answer it. It's your mind's way of saying, you can't keep ignoring this. The thing is, many people try to brush off these dreams, telling themselves it's just a dream, or that they must be stressed or tired. But recurring chase dreams go deeper than everyday worries. They're a persistent reminder that you're caught in a loop of avoidance, fear, or denial that won't let you rest. As long as you don't face what's chasing you, whether it's an emotion, a decision, or a painful memory, the dream will return, sometimes with greater intensity. This cycle can be exhausting and frightening. You wake up feeling trapped, anxious, or powerless, only to find yourself back in the same nightmare weeks, months, or even years later. The longer you ignore the message, the louder and more urgent it becomes. The repetition serves a purpose, to force awareness and eventually change. Your subconscious refuses to let you forget what you're running from. Understanding why these dreams keep coming back is empowering. It means you're no longer helplessly reacting to fear. You can start to see the dream as a guide, pointing you toward what needs healing. Recognizing the pattern is the first step in breaking it. From there, you can take steps to confront your fears and work through the issues your dreams are begging you to face. But the challenge remains: how do you regain control when the chase feels so relentless? That's the next secret these dreams hold. Being chased in a dream often reflects a deep feeling of powerlessness, a sense that no matter what you do, you can't escape certain challenges or pressures in your waking life. This sensation of helplessness is a common thread in many chase dreams and reveals how much control, or lack thereof, you feel over your circumstances. When you're constantly running, but never able to turn and face what's behind you, it mirrors waking life struggles where you feel cornered, trapped, or overwhelmed by situations beyond your influence. This lack of control can come from many sources: difficult relationships, high-stakes decisions, ongoing stress, or unresolved trauma. The chase dream dramatizes the emotional state of being caught in a situation where options seem limited or non-existent. Your subconscious uses the dream to express the frustration and anxiety that come from feeling powerless. It's a vivid reminder that you can't keep running forever without facing the underlying problem. But understanding this doesn't mean the answer is simple. Feeling powerless in real life is one of the hardest things to overcome because it often involves confronting fears that threaten your sense of identity or safety. These dreams highlight that struggle, showing you what it feels like to be pushed to the edge and forced to confront what you've been avoiding. The dream space becomes a battlefield where you're forced to face your fears, even if you haven't yet done so consciously. The good news is that recognizing this feeling of powerlessness in your dreams is the first step toward reclaiming your agency. Once you see what's behind the chase, the emotions, situations, or fears, you can begin to develop strategies to take back control in your waking life. Whether it's setting boundaries, seeking support, or making difficult decisions, the chase dream urges you to stop running and start facing your fears head on. And when you do, the nightmare itself begins to lose its hold. One of the most revealing layers behind recurring chase dreams is the deep fear of judgment or failure that often fuels the terror of being pursued. This isn't just about running from a shadowy figure. It's about running from the harsh inner critic, the voices of doubt, and the fear that you'll never be good enough. Many people carry these fears silently, afraid to show weakness, afraid to take risks, or terrified of disappointing others. In your dreams, these fears take on a more tangible form, manifesting as a relentless pursuer who won't let you rest. This fear of judgment can come from many places. Maybe it's pressure at work to perform flawlessly, expectations from family that feel impossible to meet, or social anxiety that makes every interaction feel like a test. The chase dream dramatizes this emotional weight, showing you how much these fears control your sense of safety and peace. When you're being chased, it's not just about physical escape. It's about trying to outrun the paralyzing worry that you're being watched, evaluated, and found wanting. Failing to confront this fear often leads to avoidance behaviors in real life. You might procrastinate on important tasks, avoid social situations, or refuse to pursue your dreams because you're scared of the outcome. The chase dream is a mirror reflecting these patterns back to you, revealing the emotional chains that hold you back. The more you run, the stronger this fear grows, until it becomes an invisible prison. But the dream also offers hope. Understanding that the pursuer represents these fears allows you to shift your perspective. Instead of being victim to judgment or failure, you can start to challenge these fears with compassion and courage. The dream is an invitation to break free from the cycle of avoidance by facing your fears honestly and building resilience. When you begin to do this in waking life, the chase loses its power, and so do the recurring nightmares. Breaking free from the relentless cycle of recurring chase dreams isn't about trying to stop the dreams themselves. It's about facing the fears they represent head-on in your waking life. These dreams serve as powerful messengers, urging you to stop running from your inner conflicts and to start confronting what has been chasing you all along. The good news is that you can regain control, and the process begins with awareness and intentional action. One of the most effective ways to start is through self-reflection. Journaling your dreams and the emotions they evoke can uncover patterns and help you identify what exactly feels threatening in your life. Are you avoiding a difficult conversation, running from a decision you're scared to make? Once you pinpoint the source, you can begin to take practical steps toward resolution. Therapy or counseling can be invaluable during this time, providing a safe space to explore these fears and develop coping strategies. Mindfulness and meditation also help by teaching you to stay present and observe your feelings without judgment, reducing the power they hold over you. It's crucial to view your chase dreams not as enemies but as guides. They are highlighting where your life feels out of balance or where unresolved issues linger. When you change your relationship with fear, acknowledging it without letting it control you, you start to shift the dream narrative. Some people find that imagining themselves turning to face the pursuer in their dream, or running faster and refusing to be caught, can empower them to take back control. Visualization techniques like these can sometimes even influence your dream content and reduce anxiety. Ultimately, the key to breaking free is courage. The courage to confront your fears, the courage to seek support, and the courage to embrace uncertainty. As you do this, you'll find that the chase slows down, the nightmares become less frequent, and you wake up feeling stronger and more in control. Your subconscious isn't trying to torment you, it's trying to guide you toward freedom. And when you're ready to face what's chasing you, that freedom is within reach. Recurring dreams of being chased can feel terrifying, confusing, and exhausting, but they don't mean you're losing control of your mind. Instead, they're powerful signals from your subconscious, shining a light on deep fears and unresolved conflicts that you may be avoiding in your waking life. These dreams tap into primal emotions, fear, vulnerability, and powerlessness, revealing how much control certain situations or feelings have over you. The pursuer in your dream is rarely just a random figure. It often represents parts of yourself, like guilt, shame, anxiety, or fears of judgment and failure that you haven't fully confronted. Recognizing this transforms the chase from a nightmare into an opportunity for self-awareness and growth. Understanding why these dreams recur is crucial. Their persistence means that your subconscious refuses to let these fears stay hidden any longer. It's a call to action, a demand for you to face what you're running from so the cycle can be broken. The dream challenges you to stop avoiding difficult emotions, conversations, or decisions, encouraging you to reclaim your power and take control of your life. Although it may feel overwhelming, confronting these fears is the path toward healing and peace. The key lies in shifting your perspective, from seeing the dream as a threat to viewing it as a guide. Through self-reflection, journaling, therapy, or mindfulness, you can begin to understand the messages your dreams are sending and address the root causes of your fear. Imagining yourself standing your ground in the dream or taking small steps to face your waking challenges can help diminish the nightmare's hold. Courage, patience, and self-compassion are essential as you navigate this process. So, if you keep dreaming of being chased, remember, you're not alone and you're not crazy. These dreams are your mind's way of helping you confront hidden fears and break free from patterns that no longer serve you. The moment you decide to face what's chasing you, the nightmare starts to lose its power, and real freedom begins. What is chasing you, and are you ready to stop running?